Hey there! If you were watching the Friday pre-flight just a few days ago, you'll know that I ran right out afterwards and headed to my local theater so I could see the movie Shang Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I wanted to be able to have an informed opinion when I gave some sort of spoiler-free review. So here it is. Spend the next 8 minutes here, and I'll give you my thoughts. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, hiss and foes, welcome to the Culture Casino!
Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings starts out like a lot of films about introductions to superheroes, and ultimately at the core of the film is identity, or I should say at the core of many films, because like Andre over at Midnight's Edge, I also felt like I was in the middle of several different films all smooshed together. There are so many different callbacks to martial arts films and to some other stuff outside of genre entertainment that includes comedies and even an action film that is not in the superhero realm. You're going to find yourself in the first 25 minutes going, oh, I see that. I've seen that film. Oh, I've seen that film. Oh, I remember that scene from that really funny Matthew Broderick film. You're going to see Ferris Bueller's Day Off, kind of a moment from that. You're going to see a moment from Speed, and I won't tell you which. You'll know when you get there. You're going to see a lot of really good fighting. You're going to see scenes that feel like they were ripped out of other films. But you get this new introduction to the mystical, right? Something that I love in a good martial arts film, but it's also going to fit very, very well with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. So just be prepared for that. There are callbacks to that in a lot of different ways. So just prepare yourself and everything else. There is, of course, the typical Marvel humor, the Joss Whedon version of the Marvel humor, that at this point starts to hit you wrong. It doesn't seem to land quite right. And I will say this about Marvel's Katie Awkwafina, for the first time in a while, since never really appreciated her comedic stylings. She did make me laugh a couple of times. And that's hard to do, especially for her, because I've never really found her funny. And she deep dives into this character at the end of the film, so hey, maybe you'll enjoy that as well. But again, at the center of this whole film is going to lead you to identity, struggling with who you are. It does feel like this was tailored for a specific audience, which is a real shame, because there was probably, in all the movies there, a good movie. Again, the movie wasn't bad. I don't think it was good, and I think that it still relied too heavily on some tropes about male-female interactions that I was uncomfortable with. And if they were trying to escape from some traditional role things, they did a very poor job of escaping from it. In fact, maybe where this leans mostly into Chinese culture is kind of that role feeling about it between the two sexes. So, I mean, take away what you will. There are a few moments and a few other characters that pop up that are kind of enjoyable. I wish they would have had less time on screen. But hey, you do get to see the recycled version of the Crystal Fox in this film. And I only remember being able to see the wires in the wirework scenes a couple of times. You'll see one pretty early in. The second set of fighting scenes that you find. Is it the second one? Yeah, it's the second one. So do be sure to keep a sharp eye out for that, and if you want, later on, I'll point it out to you. Anyway, since this is a spoiler-free review, I will just say this. the movie was okay. And if you have $8 to $11 to spend on a matinee and you want to see a film that is not nearly as offensive as many, then this might be for you. But it wasn't by any stretch of the imagination a triumph. And I think a lot of people walked out of the theater feeling some form of false elation because of the quality of the score and the activity in the final scene. And of course, the pulling of your heartstrings as always happens at the end of a Marvel movie. But hey, maybe some of you have seen the film. Maybe you're going to come back here and comment, but please do use the comments down below and, throw something at me. Ask me a question. As long as since this is a spoiler free, it doesn't involve a lot of spoilers. That's great. If you want to include a spoiler, be sure to mark it clearly in that description comment so other people aren't spoiled if they want to skip over your comment. Aside from that, I'll end the video the same way I always do. Well, actually, before I end the video, I'll say this. It was a 6 out of 10. If I were going to do a star rating on it, I would call it about a 3. It's 3 out of 5. So middle of the road. Middle of the road. Anyway, back to the regular ending here. Kids, be sure to support other independent creators here on the platform. They absolutely deserve your support. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene, and you should have been doing it your whole life. And until next time, bye.
Hey there, one last quick note before I let you go, and before we make it to the end of this video. I, Culture Casino, have a brand new Teespring store. That's right, you can now go to Teespring, look up Culture Casino, or use the link in the video below, and pick out some handsome and beautiful Culture Casino merchandise with many different designs and styles and colors, many different items. I was actually surprised at all of the things that you could create, and I have some more designs and items on the way here shortly. But, if you want to support the channel in that way, there is some merch. Otherwise, here comes the ending. Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.